Live, blood. We are live, man. Hey, Cam, what are you saying, bro? Lost 2-1. We got a customary penalty, missed a bag of chances. Like, how do you feel, blood? How do you feel about this game, bro? How do you feel?
Hey, look, yeah. Anyone that was watching, that's been watching me and you on this whole show and stuff. You've heard me say I'm sorry, but I think we're gonna lose. Remember, I was
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
listen, I'm sorry. I want to be positive, guys, but we're gonna. I don't see us winning. You know what I mean? So, this bro, I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, nothing about that game was really surprising. The only thing that's surprising is that usually the front three are clinical. And
Yeah.
to be perfectly honest, yeah, like everyone's gonna blame Ole today. Everyone's gonna say Ole out because in the
You
long
can't you
run,
can't blame him for that. You
yeah,
can't blame him for
in the long
tonight.
run, it's fine. You can talk about Ole, blah blah blah. But listen,
Yeah.
20 shots, Martial, Rashford, Greenwood, you had clear-cut chances. I ain't making it. You see, me and you, they call us negative, bro. Today, I ain't talking about Ole. Only thing I can say is subs in the 86th minute. Weird. But other than that, bro, I am not talking about Ole today, bro.
Yeah.
Me personally.
It's not about him today. It's
Them
not
man
about him
bottled it
today.
today. Them man
Yeah.
bottled it today. They were horrible. That front three, for me, is all on the front three's head. On the player's head. You can't create 20 chances, bro. And you can't have 20 shots, 7 on target, and some of them were clear cut. We had like 4 clear cut chances. And then people are gonna say, oh, this it's on Ole, it's on Ole. It's not. I'm sorry, it's not. Bro,
Yeah.
everyone needs to address their favorites before you address Ole today. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Bro, like this has got nothing. This isn't on the manager, innit? It's one of them ones where how the result came about, bro. When you look at the football, we knew what was gonna happen. I knew that Seville were gonna have all of the ball. We were gonna try and hit them on a break, but on the break they were there for the taking, innit? Like, no, they were there for the taking, bro. The fact that we didn't take the chances, yeah, people can say the keeper played well, he did. But you know what? In football, sometimes you just have to take it out of the keeper's hands, bro. Do you know what I mean? And I think that the strikers today didn't do enough. I thought that Greenwood was very unlucky with the chance that he took with his right foot. The keeper saved it with his feet. The keeper didn't know much about it. The keeper spread his hit him. Do you know what I mean? Situations like that, fair enough. There was one that Pogba played to Martial, perfectly weighted. Martial put it over. On another day, Martial wraps that. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, by Martial standards, yeah, he should have at least had one today. Marcus Rashford, he's been playing shit for time anyway. So, bro, I've been telling man about Rashford, bro. He's been on my fraud watch for a while, bro. Like, and I said when he first broke through, I said Marcus Rashford is going to be a very good squad player for Man United, and I got abused for it, bro. But I said he's a squad player. That's his level at Man United, bro. If he's starting week in, week out, we're not winning titles, bro. We're not. Because if Sancho comes in tomorrow, he's the one that gets benched, you know, because Greenwood's already better than him, bro. Greenwood's already better.
I don't think he will. You know, I don't think he will. I don't think if it's especially if it's Ole. I don't think Rashford would be the one that gets dropped.
Yeah, the easy option is to bench Greenwood, in it. But bruv, at least with Mason, he gives us a certain level of reliability and consistency that Rashford can't give us. And Mason's only 18, bruv. But when he gets the ball, you know he's gonna go past his man. When he gets the ball, you know he's gonna get his shot off. Do you know what I mean? There's certain things you just know that he's gonna do, bro. With Rashford, you do not know what he's gonna do, bruv. Do you know what I mean? And as much as he's a great guy, I think personality-wise, he's a nice guy and all of them stuff, bro. Ultimately, bro, man have to judge people as footballers, innit? And he's not been doing it for a very long time.
For me personally, I feel like, yeah, since lockdown, Rashford ain't been good. No one can really defend how good he's been since lockdown. He's had, like, I'll probably say a few good games. But when you look at it, right, the people are going to talk about the goal and the centre-backs and stuff. Listen, for me, not everything is an error. When you concede doesn't necessarily for me mean everything's an error. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did it cross deflect for Lindelof and for the goal for the second goal? I think it deflected when the ball went into the box. I'm not too sure.
Possibly, my guy.
I'm not really too critical on them there. And in the first goal, Wan-Bissaka, okay, he got done on the 1-2, but that happens. You got beat. He didn't make a necessary like error. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Me personally, my thing is, I think. Listen, we let 9 shots against us today, 3 on target, 2 of them were goals, and they weren't even, and the other shots that they had weren't clear cut. I thought defensively, I was more impressed with us how we played today. I thought Sevilla were gonna were gonna drop a clinic on us, bro. Before I was talking about, I thought Banega was gonna control the game from start to finish. I don't think he did. I think United. Well, I think Pogba had a good little game. I think he started bad, but I thought he picked it up.
Pogba played all right, bruv, in both halves. But you know what it was in the first half? The movement up front wasn't good. And actually, Pogba's actual numbers looked decent in the first half, but I wasn't happy because for me, he was taking too many touches on the ball, because the movement ahead of him wasn't good. Same with Fred. But the second half, he was playing the ball out a lot quicker. We were getting counter-attacks. Started the second half, bruv, we had them and pinned back. And it was literally...
Through the game in the second half, Fred played well. I thought in general play, I thought Bruno played better than he normally does as well. I
think bruv, this was the best I've seen Bruno play for us in general. I think so. I think this is his best game I've seen him play for Man United, bruv. I think he gave the ball away less than I've ever seen him do it, even though he had his moments.
I thought it was better. He started to tuck in a little bit as well, But listen, the front three, there's not much I can say, bro. The front three, listen, when you have Rashford missing chances like that, when you got missed chances, I'll allow Greenwood. It was tough for Greenwood, you know what I'm trying to say? That was a tough little situation. But at the end of the day, you can't have 20 shots, 9 on target or 7 on target, whatever it was, and when you score from a penalty, something that Man United have been relying on all season. And look, this is the third semi-final. Like, come on, bro. Like, listen, we can all wear our United hats, but that's embarrassing, fam. That's embarrassing, especially when some of the games it's our only goal, fam. We're like, come on, fam. Like today, it was our only goal. We couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. We went 0-0 with Copenhagen for nearly over 100 minutes. So listen, the front three have done really well for us this season, but I guess listen, today. They didn't come through at all for me. They didn't come through at all. And then when you look at it, you're bringing on subs. The subs that we bring on, obviously, it's not going to change the game at all. You know what I mean, you're bringing on Daniel James. You're bringing on Daniel James. You're bringing on Igalo. You're bringing on. It's not going to do much, is it? So
well, you know what annoyed me though with them substitutions though, because I want to make this as little about Oli as possible because tonight weren't on him, but. Bruv, what's the point of bringing Igalo on with 4 minutes to go in added time, bruv? Why don't you just send him on with the rest of the man, bro? Like, again, it don't make sense. And the thing is with the whole Igalo thing, why are you going to bring Igalo in to then not play him? And then when you do play him, you play him in a team that you've made 7 or 8 changes. You might as well be using an academy man like that, bruv. You brought in a guy that's a first-team player, has got Premier League experience, more than Dan James, and he's getting less minutes than Dan James. It don't make no sense to me, bro. He's not even using Igalo properly. You know what I mean? And he adds a different element to our attack. He's strong. He's got the physical presence. He'll play with his back to goal, and he'll occupy defenders, innit? Like Martial draws them out, but he doesn't occupy them. Like he will occupy these men, bro. So Ollie's use of Igalo has been poor. His general use of the squad has been poor, and that's because he doesn't really. He knows that he's not coaching them, blood. That Bruno came out the other day saying Ollie told him to do what he was doing at Sporting Lisbon. That's a joke.
Yeah. I'm looking at the comments. I'm just looking at some of the stuff. I'm seeing people talk about Maguire, talk about Bruno. I'm thinking you guys have got misplaced energy today. Honestly, I feel like don't protect your favorites, man. Please. Just
for me, Harry Maguire on the first goal, bruv, the ball went across this way and he turned that way. I don't know why he did that.
He had a player in front, so he was trying to do like 50-50, I reckon. I think Brandon slept a little bit, but
he did sleep. But Brandon's useless, innit? And man's been saying that, and everyone's been like, but he's an academy lad. You can't criticize him. So, bruv, Brandon rubbish, bruv. He's hilarious.
Rubbish. It's hilarious because people were calling me I'm wishing on Man United's own downfall, the own team I support. People were saying the same to you, and I'm looking at the comments now, and it's Ole's a bum, Ole this, Ole that. But weren't these the same people that were telling me I'm negative?
No, but you know what it is, Cam?
This is what I mean. This is a game that you shouldn't even be talking about Ole, but now you're talking about it.
But the thing is, we got the foresight, and a lot of football fans are reactionary, bro. The reason why I am not mad at this defeat is because I saw this defeat yesterday. You know, I saw it yesterday.
We're going to lose 2-1. I predicted 2-1.
I saw it yesterday. That's why I'm not even angry, bro. When this guy said no pattern of play, Sevilla have superior players, but the system prevailed. You know what Sevilla did really well today? When they were in possession, it almost looked like they were trying to draw us out to open us up to play the perfect pass. Whereas with us, it always looks like we're trying to force it. You know them ones. Oh, it's isolation football, like we were saying. Man that no basketball, no, it's the ISO ball, blood. Rashford trying to isolate, man, like trying to do the prime Kobe thing. You know what I mean? Just a one-on-one thing. United play in isolated moments. We don't play as a team, innit? Seville play as a team, bro. And what they done for the first goal, which was beautiful, kept moving the ball around. There was no space. As soon as they saw the space, hit the space, get the ball across, back post, boom. That's it. And that's what Man City do with De Bruyne on that side. Spam it across Sterling. If you don't put it over, usually you get me.
Yeah,
but it's one of them.
Today was actually one of United's better games.
Bro, I watched the game and I wasn't mad, bro. I thought, you know what, we're doing all right today.
Today was one of Man United's better games, but everyone should be concerned that is the level of United at our best. That's United.
I don't know if Seville had a bad game. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's our best performance post lockdown, easily, bruv. I don't know if Seville had an off day and they made us look better than we are, or we made them look bad. I don't know, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Someone's saying that Ollie Out's trending on Twitter. This isn't the game.
Oh, here we go.
This is not the game that Ollie Out should be trending. This is not the game.
Trend when we went 0-0 with Copenhagen for flipping 100 and something minutes, but everyone was just glad to get the win. As I said, once you start becoming, as long as we're winning FC like we were under Jose Mourinho, as long as we're winning. Now, as soon as a loss happens, it's Ollie Out, it's Ollie Out, it's Ollie Out. Yeah. Listen,
but that's why they say that we're negative, Cam, because we think ahead, my guy. Like when Lukaku was scoring goals for us, I said he's not good enough, get him out, and everyone was on to me. They were like, "What do you mean? What do you mean get him out, bruv? Like he's our top scorer." I said, "He's crap. I don't care. Like I can see it." And then next season, everyone's calling him a donkey and all that. But bruv, he was a donkey the season before. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what it was with Jose. I was Jose out so early to the point where everyone was like, "Nah, you're negative." I was like, "Bruv, I can see him killing our players, bruv." Like he's turned the fan base on Pogba, turned the fan base on Martial. They still haven't recovered from that. You know them was like, bro, he done so many toxic things, and I was done with it. And Bear Man was saying, yeah, but we came second. But we won the Europa League. Every man's but we're winning FC, bro, like he said. Then as soon as it goes the other way, then people get reactionary and start complaining about things that were there the months before, bruv. Today's not an Ollie Out day, bruv. Ollie didn't do nothing wrong today, bro. Like the players didn't take their chances today. Ultimately, they're a better footballing side than us, but we had better players than them. And we had enough to beat these man, bruv. This ain't on the manager today.
But we had more than enough. And I tweeted it during the game. I said, listen, if United lose today, it's on the player's head. It's on the player's head. Like, that's just the way it is. You know what I mean? Like, listen, going forward, in the long run, I know that Ole is not the answer. Do you know what I mean? There's lots of things that we need to improve on. Ole, I don't think is going to be able to provide us with. Do you know what I mean? But in terms of this game, fam, like, come on, man. Our players should be putting it, like, they should be putting that away, fam. You should be putting these chances away. It's as simple as that. And in a game like this, it's gonna cost you. Listen, this is Europe. This is the Europa League. It's not even the Champions League. Next season, that could be Bayern Munich. That could be, bro. It's scary. Like,
I tweeted it, you know. I said I am not looking forward, to the Champions League because we would get battered, bro. You see what happened to Barca? That was us 15, bro. Bayern Munich past us, bro. I'm telling you, it's a double figures thing, bro. Maguire and Lindelof would have been getting caked, bruv. And Brandon. Imagine Brandon Williams has to buck up on the Leroy Sané.
And I've said it. Yeah, I've said it as well. Like, listen, big up Wan-Bissaka, but he's Premier League level, man. Brandon Williams at the moment is a squad level player.
One thing I say about Aaron though, he looks knackered, my guy. He looks knackered, my guy.
Bro, but I can't lie. I'm not completely sold on him, man. He's a Premier League level player. I don't think he's a European level player. And if you can say that,
he is a Premier League level.
Probably about our whole back four. You can say that about our whole back four. Probably.
They're all Premier League level.
Yeah, they're just Premier League level. Like when you look at the Wan-Bissaka, I mean, listen, in Europe especially, where they're smart with their movement, they dive, they drop on the floor. The way you dive in, listen. Maybe in the Prem you can get away with that, but in the Champions League, you're giving away free kicks on the edge of the area and that. Like, I'm like, nah, on the ball, bro. I don't know. When I look at some of these players, it doesn't fill me with no confidence. Champions League next season, right off. It's the write-off. And with what you know what's scary? We're now not even going to be first seed. We can get a Bayern in the group. We can get a Juventus. We can get a whoever, like all these league winners. It's peak. It's peak. Imagine we draw Bayern. But that's what Nego's looking at, bro. What when Kimmich is on the ball and if Thiago stays and allow it, man. Allow it, honestly. It's just...
But this is the wickedest thing for me, because the reason why I'm so calm now, everyone came on here thinking, oh yeah, Rants is going to have a field day. I saw some of the comments, they thought, yeah, Rants is going to be saying, I told you so and all this. Bruv, you know what I need to make clear to people, yeah? My opinions, are because I want to see the best possible Manchester United team. I don't want to see these men losing, bruv. It hurts me more than it hurts all of you. You lot think that it hurts you to see Man United lose. It hurts me more than all of you, bro, because not only do I have to deal with my team being crap here, but I'm older than you, man. So I know my team when we were kings of Europe, bro. So you get me? So not only do I know that, but also the amount of stick here that I have to take compared to you, man. You man have to deal with your brethrens. I got hundreds of thousands of people on my neck when Man United lose. So whatever you man go through, times that by 100,000, and that's what my inbox looks like. That's what my mentions looks like. So I have to get it from my brethren, and then I have to get it from the rest of the world, blood, because people follow me all over the globe. So man gets stick from every direction. So no one wants to see Man United do better than me, bro, because it makes my life so much easier. But the bottom line is we're not good, guys. We're not good. All the way through the team, there's bare man that ain't good enough. The manager's not good enough, bro. And the thing is, when you look at the coaching today, as I was saying about the isolation football and that, Seville, we just let them man play football, bro, and they opened us up beautifully for their 2 goals. It was patient, calculated build-up football, bro. We've got 22 penalties this season, bro, and I can't remember United scoring one good team goal all season. It's all Martial's worldie. Do you know what I'm saying? Or flipping Rashford Thunderbolt or something, blood. I can't remember the last time we just picked a team apart, blood, and we were just like, yo, this looks beautiful, blood. I haven't seen it. It's bare isolation, bruv. And that's why in this team, we celebrate. We're all praising individual players because we don't have a team.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I feel like, just looking at it, I feel like everyone's trying to find scapegoats and stuff.
There's no scapegoat.
Yeah, it's bare scapegoat. What's more concerning, is that Man United have reached 3 semi-finals and lost all of them. That's concerning. That means these lots' mentality, these lots' bottle is nowhere to be seen. There's none. There's no bottle in that team. There's no bottle at all. 3 semi-finals, you lost all of them. What are we? We're not even bridesmaids. We're trying to get RSVP into the wedding. Not even bridesmaids. That's how bad it is. Like it's bro. We're not levels. It's just as simple as that, and everyone needs to just accept it. We're not levels. Ole's not good enough in the long run, in my opinion. You look at the Champions League that we've been watching. You've been seeing, bro. I've been seeing Atalanta kick beautiful football. I've been seeing Leipzig. I saw even Lyon were playing quite well for a little bit. I'm seeing what these teams are trying to do, and then I look at Man United and I'm like, I don't really know what these are trying to do at all. You know what I'm trying to say?
You see why I can't buy into the Oli thing? That's why I can't buy into it.
Bashment Athletic.
Athletic. These men are buying into the Oli thing because he's an ex-player, bro. Like, that's the only reason why you're buying into this Oli thing, bro. It's rubbish. But I've been saying that, and I've been getting, bruv, nobody gets dragged more than me, for speaking my mind. And guess what? You know what? As much as people would hate to admit it, I've got a very, very high rate of being correct on these things. And you know what's mad? All these men that cuss me out and I'm trending on Twitter and all that, guess what? You see, when it turns out that I've got it right, these men will never come back and apologize. They didn't come back and apologize about Lukaku. They didn't apologize about Mourinho. They didn't apologize about Rashford. They're seeing it, bruv. I've been there. When Rashford went a little bit of form, everyone was like, yeah, but you were calling him Rashbeck and all that, this, that, and the other, bruv. You spoke too soon. You spoke too soon, bruv, because you're seeing his level now, bro. This isn't a bit of form now. You know what I mean? You took the penalties away from him, and now he's got nowhere to hide. Nowhere to hide no more. Because when he was playing crap and he scored 9 penalties, and you, man, were talking about player of the season and talking about stats, bro. Do you know what I mean? Nah, bro. When man were arguing with me saying, yeah, he's Miles Clare Martial, we should sell Martial. Imagine if he sold Martial. and we were relying on Rashford up front, bro, we wouldn't even have got top 4. So it's one of them ones where, bruv, all these men that want to get on me, bruv, you man never come and say apology. You can never come and apologize, but the inbox is always open.
People don't apologize. People want to do what they want to do. They want to get the most likes on a comment. They want to get the most retweets and stuff. But then when anything gets proven right, all of a sudden it's ghost. You know what I'm trying to say? And it's just, listen, it's been mentioned a long time. I'm just surprised that people are saying Ole out now.
Yeah, so today's not Ole out day still.
Really and truly, because remember when we lost against Chelsea, and I was vexed against Chelsea. I was vexed that day, and I was vexed at every single player. And people were saying, you're being too far, you're going over the top. It's only our first loss in 19 games or something. Well, okay, this is only our second loss in how long? Okay, in 20-something games, Man United have only lost 2 games. So why are you guys Ole out now?
Exactly.
That means you weren't happy with that 19-game unbeaten run or whatever. You weren't satisfied, and you were just covering it because Man United were winning. And now we're not winning. And it's penalties that we're scoring consistently. And do you know what? Big up United for winning these penalties, because at the end of the day, they are clear-cut penalties.
But you see today's one, I've never seen that penalty given in my life.
Yeah, I was surprised that we got that. It is a penalty, but I'm surprised that
it is a penalty, but it's never been a penalty. It's just like if the keeper comes out to punch the ball. I've seen him clatter strikers. They never give pens for that. For me, that's a foul. Do you know what I mean? But that Rashford one, the player wasn't even in the camera shot when Rashford struck the ball. Like, I've never seen penalties given for that. We are fortunate to get it only based on the fact that those penalties are never given, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones where today, beautiful penalty from Bruno. Do you know what I mean? I was speaking to Yannick today as well, Balassi, bruv, and we were laughing because he was like, bruv, he's not gonna miss. He said he doesn't miss them. You know what I mean? Yannick was training with him at Sporting. He was like, bruv, he doesn't miss them, you know? Like it's one of them ones. You can put your house on Bruno from the spot.
That reliability it's turned out to be key, because if we're going to keep winning them, we need to know someone's going to like earlier in the season, man were fluffing about and stuff in some games. Yeah, I'm trying to say. But listen, Penchester, when I said Penchester, Bruno Fernandes, Penchester, Penbar,
man, we're getting onto you.
Whatever people were saying, all of these type of things. But listen, it happens, innit? Like, most importantly is now we got to move our mind forward, innit? Move our mind forward and think, what can we do to improve this? What's Edward we're gonna do this summer? I just seen Ole come out and say we definitely need to improve in the market if we want to go further up in the table. Yeah, that's good. That's good. But Jadon Sancho is not going to change things, bro. Yeah. If we sign just Jadon Sancho and an average young centre back and a little squad player or something, we're not getting any closer to the title. And to be honest, I feel like we're even setting up Jadon Sancho to fail. We need a good squad. We need a good squad. Signing one superstar isn't going to change things. And do you know who we need to look at? Look at Juventus. Sign Cristiano Ronaldo, one superstar. Boom. It's not worked out. Look at Barcelona. They've needed a rebuild. They've needed a lot of players for a while. They signed Griezmann, spent all their money on Griezmann, spent all their money on Coutinho. Then they're filling it around, and they're filling it with players like Vidal and Rakitic and this and Braithwaite and all this crap. That is what United are going to end up becoming if we just go and spend all our money on Sancho. And then what's next? What's next? There's no one around. You're not doing shrewd signings. You're just looking around, not doing nothing. So going forward, the season's over now for United. Over. What are we going to do this summer? Because I'm sorry, the Premier League starts in less than a month. Less than a month. We haven't done anything. Yeah. We haven't done anything. It's just going to get embarrassed and get our shorts pulled down by Dortmund.
But it's not even like we haven't done anything. We haven't looked like doing anything. And you know what worries me, yeah? It's like all the energy has been focused on Jadon Sancho. Like, you man don't understand that the house, bruv, not only is the roof leaking, but the plumbing's fucked. Like, everything's mashed up in this yard, you know, and you're focusing on the one Jadon Sancho. I said it, yeah, we need a centre-back. Bearing in mind, we spent 85 million on a centre-back and we're still talking about needing a centre-back. So that tells you how poor our recruitment's been. Do you know what I'm saying? We need a defensive midfielder, because as good as Fred was today, yeah, we need someone that can allow Pogba to get further forward. Because in the second half, when we were forcing the game and Pogba was further up the pitch, he was creating stuff. He put Martial through. Martial should have scored. Do you know what I mean? But the bottom line is we need to see Pogba further forward. First half, he was too deep, innit? And I think that's a personnel problem. I genuinely think that he needs someone that he can be 100% confident that if I go forward, I don't have to think about getting back with as much urgency. Fred doesn't give us that, unfortunately. Good squad player, but he's a squad player, innit? Like that's what he is. If we're meant to be going to where we're meant to be going, Fred's a squad player. But overall, like the football, I've never been happy with the football. Like I've never been happy with it. I wasn't happy with it under Mourinho. I wasn't happy with it. The last time I was semi-happy with the football was when Oli first took over as interim, and we started brushing, man, and Pogba was playing higher up and he was oozing. Since then, I haven't been happy with the football. The football's been rubbish. I've been saying it. We're an uncoached team. The fact that Bruno came out and said that my man said, do what you were doing at Sporting Lisbon. That's not how you coach someone, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, you can't just say, yeah, just keep going and doing what you're doing at Sporting, bro. That's not good enough, bro. That shows that almost like Ollie's in awe of Bruno, blood. Like, do you know what I mean? You're meant to be the manager, bro. Like, you're meant to be saying to Bruno, all right, cool. I don't care what you did here, but this is what we do here, bro. Do you think Pep does that? When Pep signs a man, bro, he signs a man and sits them on the bench and says, you're going to learn how to play football the way I want you to play football and earn your place in the team, blood. He brought in Harry Maguire and gave him the armband, bro. Ollie's got some inferiority complex. And it doesn't surprise me, blood. He's been a substitute his whole life, blood. Bruv, he's never been their main man. He's always been a, bruv, I said it before, he's always been a side man. And man didn't want to, when he first came in, I said that. A man got on to me, say that I disrespected him, but it's the truth. If you've never been the main man ever in your life, blood, you're used to just kind of just playing as the backup dancer, bro. And now you're the main man, you don't have the character for it, bro, because you've been a substitute your whole life. That's just how it is.
There's been play. The worst thing is like just looking around in Europe. At the end of the day, United still have the whole "we are Manchester United" thing. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So, where I see it is like the way I see it is we still can be an attractive team because we're in the Champions League. At the end of the day, do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
But there's players out there when you're just looking. Look at what Aouar did against City, and I was like, look, I bet United have never. We don't even know this guy, bro. There's players like Aouar. If you look at some of the Leipzig ballers, you know what I'm trying to say? There's players out there that you can do smart recruitment, but I just feel that we're just so focused on impressing our fans and blowing everyone away. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, we bought Jadon Sancho and we did it. It's not for me. The way, and I've said many times, the only way United are going to be a good team is if we get a stacked squad for Ole. Because I don't, as we've mentioned, I don't think he's going to be able to coach us through these games or take us to a level that we need to unless he has a top squad. Do you know what I mean? You see Klopp hasn't got a top squad, but he can make it work.
Because he's a top coach.
Yeah, I'm trying to say. So that is something that we need. You look at Leipzig, yeah. I'm just keep using Leipzig as an example because I want their manager. So you look at Leipzig, right? You look at their team. How many of them players do people say, do you know what, 100% starts?
I want him. No, none.
Not that many. But you look at the way they play, they're popping it, their energy.
Because it's the coach. Same with Southampton. Same with Leeds.
Even for the first goal, we scored. No. So when we scored, went 1-0 up, we then just decided, do you know what? We're just going to let these guys play. And United are not set up for that. United are actually, the players that we have, we're actually set up to actually be decently high pressing. But then when we sit back and let teams play, we've never, ever been good at low block. We've never been good at that. And we keep doing it and then we end up conceding. And it's just like, why are you not just pushing on? Push on, initiative. 1-0 through a lucky penalty, whatever. Go again, 2-0. We want 2-0, we want 3-0, but we sit back and we concede. And then the rest is history, innit?
Brother, we play like losers, blood. We play like we've got an inferiority complex. There's nothing more embarrassing for me than letting the other team have the ball all the time. We're Manchester United. We're supposed to impose our football on other teams, bro. You see the arrogance, that we're supposed to have, we don't have. Do you know what I mean? Because we have Jose Mourinho, who has a victim mentality anyway. He's a victim manager. The world's always against him, blood. Do you know what I mean? Siege mentality. Everyone hates us. He's a victim, blood. And then Ollie's come out on this little man thing as well, where we're a counter-attacking team. No, bruv. We need to be a front foot team that are aggressive, bro. And impose our game on other people. We never do that, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, we've actually got players that are more suited to playing with the ball than not having it. So the fact that we set up to actually hit teams on a break doesn't even play to the strengths of our players, bro. Like, it doesn't. Do you know what I'm saying? Because Bruno's a percentage player. He needs a lot of the ball to do good things. Do you know what I mean? The more that Pogba has of the ball, the more chances he's going to create. The more times Martial gets the ball and runs at people, the more of a threat he's going to be. Martial he's not the kind of player like the Melitos that Jose had, that they can be out of the game, do you know what I mean, have 10 touches and then score 3 goals. Like, he's not that kind of player. He needs to be on the ball all the time. Rashford's someone who needs to be on the ball all the time. That can't happen if you're playing in a system where you don't keep the ball.
I saw Bruno and Lindelof arguing after the goal. That's the first bit of passion that these lot have shown all season. Anyway, it's all nice showing passion now when we're flipping 2-1 down in the semi-finals. Where was all this passion in the other semis? Where's all this passion? Like, I don't all that stuff just gets on my nerves, honestly, man. You guys are complaining now. You guys have been dead post lockdown. You're just getting away with it. Show passion then, you know what I'm trying to say?
And then you get man like this saying, he wants Oli to fail, bro. I don't want Oli to fail. He's already failing, bro. I'm watching it. He's been failing.
I'll be surprised if Oli lasts next season. Innit?
I said that by Christmas next season, I don't see him there. I said it already, bro. And the thing is, it's not that I want Oli to fail. He's failing, bro. Like, do you honestly think that, like, this is success, bro? Is this success to you?
It's minimum. If everyone likes minimum requirement FC, do you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, we just got Champions League football. We scraped it, by the way. We scraped
on the same points as last season, by the way.
On the same points, and we've lost how many games? So it's just, it is where it is. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like, lost against Chelsea, lost against, who did we lose against in the semi-finals of the Carling Cup? I can't even remember, fam.
I remember.
Lost in the Europa League. If people are happy with just getting Champions League football and then losing at the final hurdle, not even the final hurdle, just before the final hurdle, then that's good for you guys. But it's not for me. Do you know what I mean? It's not for me at all. But if people think Ole's doing a good job, then they love the minimum requirement, innit? Love it.
Like my man said, he could think of 5 men that will start for us weekly. The reason why you say that is because you're seeing them playing for Leipzig in that system. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the only reason. It's the only reason. Do you know what I mean? The Leipzig manager is brilliant. Do you know what I mean? And the bottom line is, managers like that have players playing above the level that they would play out week in, week out if they're in another system. Everyone was trashing KDB yesterday, and I laughed, And the reason why I said that is I've been telling man this from the beginning about Kevin De Bruyne, He's a top player, but all of his deficiencies get masked by the system he plays in, week out. As soon as Pep changed the system and he had to play in an area that was more congested, he didn't look like the same player, bruv. That's why I keep telling, man, when you're comparing KDB to other players like the Pogbas and all of that, they don't play the same position. They don't play with the same players. They don't play in the same system, bro. The same with Mo Salah. If you take him out of that Liverpool team, the way he's not very good on the ball. He loses it a lot. He misses a lot of chances. If you put him in a team that doesn't create a lot of chances, man will be saying Mo Salah's rubbish, fam. Because he needs about 6 chances to score. So imagine if you put him in a team that only creates 5 chances a game. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to understand that certain systems hide the frailties and the weaknesses of other players, bro. We're in a team with no system. So we're seeing all the weaknesses of all of our players. We're seeing that Harry Maguire and Lindelof have no pace. But
it's the same with Raheem Sterling, bro. Sterling misses chances for fun. He missed that big chance yesterday, but I've seen him do that about 2-3 times. He did it last season as well.
Sterling's been missing sitters, bro.
But then
that's what he does.
But he's got 31 goals this season.
Man is saying he's world class, Cam, because he scored 30 goals or something for 3 seasons in a row, playing in a team that creates like 15, 20 chances a game. You see what I'm trying to say? So the system hides the fact that he's far from clinical. Do you see what I mean? And that's what it is. And that's where stats can skewer people's brains. Do you know what I'm saying? When I watch Raheem Sterling, I don't see world class. I see a player that has got very good movement and he's nippy and that. He understands his role in the game, but he misses bare chances, bro. His decision making is not the best either. But again, the system, bro. Do you know what I mean? And there's loads of players like that. Do you know what I mean? There's not a lot of players that can play in any system. They're like the throwback old players where they're just so good they can play anywhere.
Yeah,
Do you
there's
know
a
what
lot
I
of
mean?
is rant in at the moment when what you got in the game at the moment is a lot of players that are, I don't want to say the word system players, but you got a lot of players that do rely on having a great system. At the end of the day, there's not for me when I look at it, there's not much amazing individual quality that I think this guy can go and tear up any system. You know what I mean?
I think Jack Grealish is one of them players that anywhere you play him,
Because his base is being a very very good
good
technical.
footballer. Yeah.
A very, very good technical football player. A lot of what we get nowadays is we either get people that are really smart movement or they're athletes at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Athletes or really smart movement. They got it maybe tactically they're decent up there. But when I look at, as you can say, I look at a lot of these players that we hype up. Raheem Sterling, you can talk about Salah, you can talk about even Mane.
Even Mane, blood. He's not Neymar level, blood. When man were talking about him like in Neymar levels, get out of here, bro.
There's so many players that you can bring into Manchester United that are not going to look as good as they look at the other teams. It's in, bro. Pep started KDB right wing yesterday. Yeah. He started him right wing. He didn't want him playing in the center. If KDB was playing for Manchester United, he's going to be playing in a 2 next to flipping Matic or something. And then you really know how good he is. And I'm not saying KDB is not a great player. He's an amazing.
Bro, KDB is not the best player for Belgium anytime Belgium play. Hazard outshines him every time, bro.
Yeah.
In the World Cup, no one was talking about Kevin De Bruyne, blood, because when he plays centrally, you don't look like the same player. You see this free roll that he has for Man City from the right-hand side? It makes him look amazing, blood. And as soon as you put him centrally with runners around him, bruv, and you press him, man's giving the ball away for fun. Yesterday,
look at Dele Alli.
5%, you know.
Yeah, 59%. Look at someone like Dele Alli, for example. He was looking different level at a point. Put him in the England side or switch the system just a little bit. What's happened? He's growing a mustache and that you ain't seen him in the you know what I mean?
so Dele Alli in this Man City team, he would bag bare goals though. You know that, man.
Put him in Man United team, he will be funny, fam.
Yeah.
He's already funny at Spurs right now. Yeah. So, bro, listen, a lot of players rely on the system, and when you don't have a system, then what? Like, who can people tell me if you bring into Manchester United, you know they are going to be able to perform to their peak of their abilities in this side? You can't tell me, fam. If people got good names, then cool. I'm waiting to hear.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like, the Premier League's a farmers league, fam. Listen. You know what? The Premier League, is the real farmers league.
Bro, they said last season, they said the reason why the Premier League's the best league in the world last season is because all 4 of the teams were in the finals and all that type of stuff. All right, cool. Now, none of us are even close. Some of not even in the semis, not in the finals. So what does that mean for the Premier League?
It's never been the best league in the world, but it's the most exciting league in the world because there's loads of different styles, It's higher intensity, etc. It's more friendly for the casuals, isn't it? You know them ones. It's just like we're basketball guys, but even if you're not a basketball guy, you watch basketball, it's end to end, it's exciting, isn't it? Watch Italian football that's measured. Do you know what I mean? And they're building up slowly. They'll be like, right, this is boring, nothing's happening. You know them ones, and that's why the Premier League thing, the most exciting in the world, people mistaking it with best. Don't piss me off, bruv. It's not the best league in the world. It's not. There's a lot of meaty players that look wavy in the Prem, blood. You know them ones. Like, that's it, bruv. Like, when you think, that we're saying we need a centre-half, Harry Maguire is England's centre-back, bro. So he's meant to be cream of the crop, and he's dead for you. There's no name-brand Italian centre-backs better than him. So...
It's peak, man. It's peak, but it starts from, I'm telling you, it starts from this summer. I'm looking carefully at who you know what? United are not even linked to players at the moment. That's how mad it is. Not even linked to guys. So apparently we've cooled off on Grealish. Van der Beek noise has gone quiet. Only thing is Sancho. We refuse to get bullied at FC. That's all it is. You know what I mean? We apparently this Gabriel guy has pied us. I'm not gonna lie and act like I've watched him extensively. I've seen a bit of his attributes. It looks all right, but I haven't watched him extensively. But he's pied us off apparently. So what is next, fam? What is next? Honestly, I don't get it, because last summer was a bad window in my opinion. I left that window. I was like, we only signed Maguire, Wan-Bissaka, and Daniel flipping James. What is this? What is this? Do you know what I mean?
We're not going to Thiago, you know. And we've got
the summer before we signed Fred, Dallo, and Grant. Are we playing games out here, fam? Like, are United being serious? And like, are we trying to become a top team, or are we just happy to just compete in for the Champions League? Because next season, Jose is going to have a full squad. Yeah, he's going to have work to them. He's probably going to bring in a few players. Arsenal are looking all right under Arteta. We're not even that far off from Arsenal. I hope people don't think we are. We're not far off Arsenal. So Arsenal are going to come again. Aubameyang is staying. That's going to give them a lift.
They've got a proper coach as well.
This is what I'm saying, is Chelsea are going to move aggressive. Bro, Chelsea are going to move aggressive. They're not waiting for shit. Yeah, you know what I mean? Roman Abramovich don't wait for shit. So what man are telling me right now is United are basically going to be challenging for the top 4 again next season. Again. Listen, we used to corn Arsenal for this. It's happening right in front of us. We're becoming the new Arsenal. Literally.
We're serious.
Champions League next season.
Right, bro, we're going out in the group stages, blood, next season, yeah, if we don't sign people, bro. And you know what it is, yeah? Like, we always get called the negative ones because I always have a thing, yeah? When we win, I still pick the team apart, innit? I'm not one of these fans that get carried away and say, yeah, we won. Let's talk about all the positives. Because when we lose, that's why I'm not even mad, because I'm not really surprised, because this was coming, Cam. Do you know what I mean? We've been playing crap all post-lockdown, and we literally stumbled. Like, I think we finished 3rd on goal difference to Chelsea. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there was nothing between us, and they had the much harder fixtures post-lockdown. Like, we literally dragged our ass to 3rd right at the end. We didn't play well in any of these games. West Ham were all over us. Do you know what I mean? Like, the big game.
You got to look at the teams that we beat.
Yeah, Southampton beat us. We didn't beat Tottenham. And Tottenham was the only team that really we shouldn't have beaten.
Tottenham, we didn't beat. Southampton were one of the top of the table.
We had a penalty against Tottenham.
Yep, Tottenham we didn't beat. Southampton were one of the top of the table in the form league or whatever it was, right? So, and we couldn't beat them. Chelsea, we couldn't beat them. Sevilla, we couldn't beat them. So you're telling me basically the 4 best teams United played, we didn't win.
Yeah.
Listen, at the end of the day, that's just proofs in the pudding, you know what I'm trying to say. But one thing is, the attackers still look like they can score against anyone. I don't care who that's one thing. They do look like they can score against anyone, which is good to see. But
now you get them a good coach, yeah, that's creating these the same amount of chances that they created today every game. And it's different, my guy. Do you know what I mean? I'm seeing there chat about Bruno. Bruno, for me, I think this is the best I've seen Bruno Fernandes play for Manchester United. This is the best I've seen him play. All of the stats people, yeah, that are obsessed with goal contributions and stuff like that, yeah. Someone sent me a graph of all the places where he got his assists for, and honestly, it's embarrassing, isn't it? Like, it's embarrassing. Like, man are getting assists from 30 yards out and that. You can't get an assist from 30 yards out when you pass it to a man and you wrapped it top corner. Like, let's watch the game as a whole. Today, Bruno did well at recovering the ball. He did well at not giving it away too often, yeah, doing silly things. And he still did really silly things today. However, he did less of that today. Do you know what I'm saying? He took it very well. And his leadership qualities cannot be doubted, innit? They can't be doubted. Do you know what I mean? He requires a consistently higher standard from the rest of the players, which you need at Manchester United. Today ain't about him. That's what a man's not really talking about him, because I actually think that this is the best I've seen him play, in it. Forget the numbers, because there are other games where he's got 2 goal involvements and a penalty, and people think he's played well, bro. And he's finished the game with 66 pass completion, lost the ball 41 times, and like I'm not on that. Today was the most well-rounded performance I've seen from him in a long time, but it's about bloody time.
Listen, Juventus won the league, sacked their manager. Barcelona finished 2nd. Sack their manager. These are big clubs do big things. That's what I'm gonna say. Big clubs do big things. Last season, Sarri did exactly what Ole did this year. Finishing he won the Europa League. Sacked. Big clubs do big things. Us, oh no, I like what he's doing. He's doing this and he's doing that, and it's positive and it's better than before. big clubs do big things, man. Writing's on the wall. That's all I'm saying. Writing's on the wall. But we'll see. We'll see how it comes out. Listen, I want to be proven wrong. I want to be proven wrong. I want Ole to go on a mad thing. I want Ole to do better than anyone because he's a United legend at the end of the day. But listen, it's not going to happen in my opinion. That's as simple as that.
It's not good, innit? Like, you have to think about it, yeah? He's been in the management game for 12 years, yeah? Nagelsmann, yeah, is a youth, blood. He's
33 years old.
3 years old and he's already better than Ole. So listen, if a 33-year-old's already better than you at your age, yeah, like when you started doing your coaching badges, this brother was still in school.
Right.
You know what I was like? And he's better than you already.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that Ole's going to turn into a good manager. He's never been one. Do you know what I'm saying?
Ole's like 10 years deep, I swear.
12.
Like 12 years deep.
2008 was his first management job. That's what I keep saying to people, blood, and it's still Good Vibes FC, blood, because man's hugging man, calling them by their nicknames and stuff like that. Bro, he's not good enough, bruv. I don't have an agenda against him, bro. Like, the proof is in the pudding. His CV stinks. And when I came out and said, yeah, do you know what I mean? He got the United job on a technicality and on a favoritism thing. People wanted to come for me, bro. But really, look at that CV, bro. What Mulder title, yeah, and relegation with Cardiff. What top teams get, bruv? Man, are not even entertaining your CV, blood. I said it.
Oh man.
But it's a passion thing. Bear these men are on this passion thing. I'm on this winning thing, bro. That's what I'm on. That's why I'm so ruthless with my analysis, bro. Because man wants to win, innit? And you don't win with losers in charge, bro. Like, man's a loser. His CV is a losing CV, bro.
We're literally, and when I keep talking about Barcelona, but we're literally doing what Barcelona are doing. Barcelona keeps hiring these kind of unknown managers, then realizing, oh shit, this isn't the answer. Sacked. Yeah, I mean, they won the league with Valverde, whatever his name is, last season. This season wasn't going right. For the slightest thing, sacked. Because they could see that despite winning games, it's not the way forward. And so as soon as it turned, sacked. But with us, it doesn't seem like, we just seem like we're going to keep trying to pump money probably into it. And it's just not going to work out. Because at the end of the day, money doesn't solve coaching. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm more frustrated with the board. I've been saying it a lot. The board is what frustrates me the most about this club, man. Honestly, Woodward decision making, the way we approach transfers, why everything is a saga for Man United, why everything's a newspaper headline. Just, bro, it's just, I can't take Woodward, man. That is when I start talking about him, he depresses me, fam. He's the person that depresses me, fam. Like,
it's not Ed Woodward for me. It's the Glazers.
Yeah, Glazers would. I always Woodward as a representative.
Glazers and Woodward together, because you know what it is. Yeah, you see me. Yeah, if I own a football club, yeah, I'm thinking in my head, the more we win, the more money I'm gonna make. Because everyone likes a winner, innit? All the new kids will be like, I want to support Man United because they're good. Do you know what I mean? And then they'll buy more shirts. That's how it works, innit? So I'd invest in it, bro. Do you see what I'm saying? You always have to invest to make money. You have to spend money to make money. That's rule number one of any business. Even if you want to sell drugs, you have to buy them first.
Yeah.
You know, no one just gives you drugs and says, all right, cool. And then you can make it. You have to
be paid in full.
You know what I'm saying?
In the laundry room.
So you have to invest money to spend money. And also, United have invested the money. However, if you're a smart business owner, would you not want the most qualified people to handle your investment, bruv? So you know that your money is spent well. They haven't even, if they don't know nothing about football, yeah? Here's what I'm doing as an owner of a football club. Say I don't know who does anything. I'm looking at the most successful clubs in the world, depending on what my ethos is. If I'm the kind of owner that I was like, you know what? I don't want to spend loads and loads of money on players, but I want to bring in players that are like on the cusp of world class or whatever, or potential world class players with good coaching. Then I'm looking at a team like Ajax and I'm saying, all right, cool. Let me look at Ajax's model. I'm going to look at this model. Ajax always sell their best players, top players. They make a lot of money on their players. They're always bringing people through. I look at the structure of that club and I base my club on that. Man City based their structure on Barcelona's. We've based our structure on no one's. We have no structure. So straight away, if you plan Like, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail, innit? We failed to plan from the very, very beginning. Man United went to the dogs in 2008 when we won the Champions League and we didn't invest. And then we lost Cristiano Ronaldo and replaced man with Antonio Valencia. That's when we died, guys.
Bro, well, we died when we sold Tevez, bro.
And then we sold Tevez to City.
We gave him to our rivals, fam.
And then he won them a league because we didn't want to pay agents' fees.
Aye, that was the biggest L, man. I'm telling man now. But it's an accumulation of things. Like, it's accumulate. But to be honest, we've tried out. United have tried to spend, but the appointments. I don't. To be honest, sometimes I don't even know what to say. Sometimes I feel like there's not even an answer. I'm just spectating, honestly, because next season we're meant to go into every season with confidence, and I don't even want it to be a situation where Manchester United next season now are signing players through the season, because the season starts September 12th. I know the window ends at the end of October. By the end of October, you could be out of sight. You could have lost 2-3, and all of a sudden your season's looking long. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I want us to be ready by September the 12th, but that's looking impossible now, because 16th of August we ain't made one signing. Only thing we've done is get rid of a player who was already on loan for free. And we got rid of Chong, who's better than Daniel James anyway, but apparently he's going to go play left back, but whatever. So that's all we've done. We haven't really done anything. Smalling's still here. I'm seeing Marcus Rojo's agent putting out his new season top right in 2021. Like say he's going to be part of the squad.
Yeah. Crazy.
And we still need to sell 4, 5, 6 players is what Man United are trying to put out there in a month. Okay, then. Listen, I've been fooled before. You can never fool me again. Trust me, man. These guys will turn around and say, you know what? The window was tough. You know what I mean? Teams are asking for a lot. It's a tough window, but we've tried. We've done our best. This is what they're going to tell us when they sign that one man. Trust me. Seen it all before, man.
That's what I'm saying. That's him. You should use the Bayern model. You're damn right. You look at Bayern Munich, bro. How are they the best team in the world right now? And they never overpay for players. Look what they got Leroy Sané for. Because they have the pool, but they also let people know that they will not be fleeced. You know them ones that they have to walk away from deals, and they always have contingencies. United always put all their eggs into one basket. I remember when we were going for Ronaldinho, and I wanted him so badly, but we put everything into that Ronaldinho saga to the point that when he went to Barcelona, we didn't know what to do, bro. And this is what United put everything into one player all the time, bro. They don't have. What's the point? I heard United have more scouts than any other team, blood. They've got bare scouts. Every time players go somewhere, you're like, yeah, United heard of him. They heard of him. With Mbappe, yeah, they were talking about him. Yeah, but you didn't sign him.
Yeah, did you manage? I heard that Upamecano or whatever at Leipzig had a trial at United, and United now we're good. We got Axel.
Has trials at United. Martinelli was at us.
Bruh, listen, we chose Axel, yeah? Now that guy's going to be £100 million centre-back, yeah?
Listen, these are jokers, innit? Like, at the end of the day, United don't have a proper structure, innit? It starts at the top. You know what I mean? That's why Woodward is useless. Do you know what I mean? But he has his uses, innit? Because he's still making the Glazers money. So his job is not under threat. The Glazers are not serious. They don't really want us to be good. They don't care about it. We're just money to them, innit? Do you know what I mean? I blame the United fans because they're enabling the Glazers, bro. All these men that are saying, no, back the manager. What you're really doing is you're backing the Glazers, fam. Because what you're doing is, remember the managers are the guys that the Glazers have given us, you know. Any managers that's challenged the Glazers, has been sacked, innit? Mourinho was doing crap here, but the bottom line is the reason why Oli didn't get sacked when he was playing crap here was because he didn't challenge the Glazers, whereas Moyes did. When Moyes was under a bit of pressure, he was like, well, I wanted this player, I didn't get him. I wanted, probably he outed them. He was like, I wanted Bale. Like, I put in 90 million for Bale. Yeah. I wanted Thiago.
David Moyes was failed, fam. We failed Moisey, fam.
I said, I wanted all these players. You man didn't give me. I got Fellaini on the last day of the season. Right. That's all you got for me. He said it, and then what happened? He got chopped, fam. Van Gaal came out many times saying, "You're not giving me the man I want. I want Thomas Muller, blood, and I wanted Sadio Mane."
Yeah.
Man didn't get Sadio Mane, fam. You know them ones. Man got Marcus Rojo. This is what happens. This is what happens, fam. And then they get sacked. You know them ones. Mourinho wanted Maguire a year earlier. Then we went back and paid more money for him the next year, blood. But he's not saying nothing. That's why he kept his job when he was playing crap. That's the real reason. You know, when you're saying you'll back the manager no matter what's happening, what you're really saying is let the Glazers just have their way, blood. Because really, we should have been putting pressure on the Glazers. We could have got the Glazers out of the club. Easy. Easy. The same way the Scousers, when they put up the tickets, just walked out the game. Bruv, if we started walking out of Old Trafford and protesting, they'd leave, blood. They would have to leave.
They never do that. The United fans won't do that because one, it looks like we'll be against. Listen, United fans are very loyal in it, obviously, and that's good at the end of the day.
Be loyal to the club. Don't be loyal to the Glazers. The Glazers are not Manchester United. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to differentiate them. If you turn your back on the Glazers, you're not turning your back on the club. That's what a lot of these men don't understand, bro. You're standing up to the club by saying, you know what, you man are killing us. Get out. You know the ones. And if it means that I'm not watching this, don't watch it, bruv. Do you know what I mean? 58 minutes in, walk out, blood. Half an hour to go. Leave the thing empty, blood. Echoes. And stand outside and protest, blood. I swear down, you'll get these men out of there because the value of the club will drop. They'll lose money. Do you know what I'm saying, bruv? Like, on the world stage, imagine if them men were getting absolutely, like, pammed all over the media. Wait till Sky Sports Monday night game and start pamming them. Bruv, and stocks go view. Look
at what David Moyes said when he was here. Moyes said that we need to aspire to be like how Manchester City are as a mold, as a club, right? They killed him. Moyes also said everything that Moyes said was like, we need creativity, we need everything he said that Man United need. This is now 7 years later. We're still saying the same thing, you know. We're still saying the same thing. He said we need to aspire to be like Manchester City, and he got killed. And now what are we saying? We need a football director. We need a director of football. We need this. Oh, so basically, we need everything City need. Exactly what he said.
He didn't articulate it right, though, innit? He didn't. He said,
because he said straight after him.
He said we need to aspire to be like Man City, but he didn't give context to it. So it was like, oh, blood. Like, blood, hey, man, I have to fight you, fam. Like, when he said that, I was like, yo, this Moyes breast chucking it still. You know, like when Jose said against Sevilla, he's like, yeah, you man should be used to losing. I was like, hold up, blood. Like, bro, this Jose guy, you know. And then we lost to Sevilla.
This is an L, bruv. This is an L for Man United. We just lost to Seville after Jose done told us, you man be losing game. You guys are not got the heritage of Sevilla. You get me? And now Lukaku's about to touch the final, and Ashley Young. I'm telling you, it's been a bad year, fam. Bad year, bro. Lukaku, Sanchez, and Ashley Young. Ashley Young's my dog, innit? So I'm happy for him. Lukaku, these two joke men are about to go and win the league, bruv. Win the Europa League. And Sevilla bopped us, just like Jose said. They're still trying to be like Man City, just like Moyes said. Oh, goodness, man.
You know what it is,
Jokes.
See the Glazers, yeah? They're saying the Glazers spent £1 billion and that. Let me say again what I mean, yeah? If we just go into fashion, because this is the easiest way for me to get you guys to understand business, yeah? In fashion, what happens? Usually you get big brands. What do? They look at what other brands are doing and they say, you know what, I'm going to poach my man. You know them ones. You look at Virgil, yeah, was that Adidas? Man got poached. Do you know what I'm saying? Man are always poaching people. If you look at the top people at Apple, yeah, they've been poached from another big company. They might poach someone from Amazon or something. You know them ones. Man from Spotify might poach someone from Apple Music. You look at how certain things are built together. If you want to make your thing the best, you have to bring in the best. You have to have the best structure. So if you look at Apple and say, well, they've got this, and then they've got a chief exec, then they've got a CEO, and this, that, and the other, whatever. You bring in you structure your business like them. You have to look at all the best teams, like your Bayern Munichs and all of those. If you're going to be a team that spends money, you can look at how Real Madrid recruit. If you're a team that are not going to spend money and you want to do the youth thing, then you look at Ajax. But either way, there's enough blueprints for United to pick one and say, this is what we're going to be. Go to Ajax and go and take Edwin van der Sar. He's our ex-player. Go take him. Give him the same job.
On the net for us as well, bruv.
Yeah. Bruv, go and take Edwin, yeah, and get him to do the exact same role he's doing at Ajax for us here. Simple.
See, me, I don't really know what DOFs. I don't know the ins and outs of what DOFs do. So I never really fall for specific ones. You know what I'm saying?
He's not a director of football. He does something else. He's above the director of football.
Oh,
do you know what I'm saying? But it's one of them ones where he's the kind of guy, he's the brains behind the operation. And I think that DOF is Mark Overmars, I think. Do you know what I'm saying? But either way, they work together. Do you see what I'm trying to say? We don't have either of them. We don't have a DOF and we don't have someone above them. We have Woodward doing everything, bro. Do you know what I mean? So if we just said, you know what, we're going to do the Ajax model, we're not going to overpay for players. We're going to bring through players. Cool. And then you get all the teams from under 8s all the way up playing the same football. And then you do that way. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what you do. Every age group plays the same football, learns to play football the same way, and then you have the uniformity and you keep getting people through. The problem with Manchester United is it's all haphazard. Every time you sack a manager, now we need to go and get in next manager's players. And now we've got 6 managers' players.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, look at our players right now. Wan-Bissaka is a defensive right back here who doesn't offer too much going forward, yeah, but he tries, innit? You've got Luke Shaw, who's meant to be an attacking fullback, yeah, that doesn't attack. We've got Harry Maguire, that's meant to be a ball-playing centre-back that can't play ball. We've got Victor Lindelof, that's meant to be a ball-playing centre-back, but his defensive positioning and his reading of the game is a bit of a shambles. You've got Paul Pogba, who's a number 8, that's playing as a number 6. We've got Bruno Fernandes, who isn't a possession player, yeah, playing in a team where it's like we're a counter-attacking team, but he's not really a passer. He's a goal-scoring midfielder. Do you know what I mean? He's not a creator. When you actually look at him play, like he's not like a Juan Mata or a Pogba. Like his way of passing and his pass choice of passing is not great. He's just a goal-scoring midfielder. So you look at him, then you look at Fred. Fred's a box-to-box, high-energy player. Then McTominay is just not good at anything. Do you know what I mean? Like, when you look at all these players, yeah, like they don't complement each other. Like if you put them, like, bruv, if they were ingredients and you put them all together, it would taste like shit. Do you know what I mean? The only way, yeah, that you can have all of these players, yeah, that don't really, they don't suit each other, is if you have someone that coaches them into playing a certain way. You can't just put them all out and say, guys, do what you want to do, because we got bare man singing from bare different tunes.
Bashman Athletic, boy. Bashman Athletic.
We got Dan James that just runs. Like when he came on, it was like, oh, fam,
bro. He looks like, yo, what am I doing out here? I play for Man United. Swear down. He doesn't even look like he knows what's going on anymore, fam. Like it's what it is. But just to summarize, for me, people that are on Ole's back for today's game is misplaced energy. That's all I'm gonna say. Today, for me, listen, not every time you lose, it has to be the defender's fault. That's what people love to do. If you lose, defenders. We had 20 chances, missed bare chances. In my opinion, today it's on the players' heads. It's the commentators were saying it. Commentators were saying this is gonna cost you, but in this type of game, it can cost you. And what did it do? It cost us. But everyone's still talking about the defenders. I beg you, allow it, please. You're just defending your. Because I know everyone's favorite players are either Rashford, Martial, Pogba, or flipping Greenwood or Bruno. They're attacking players. You get me? Always everyone's favorite. Stop
like,
it.
Sometimes, you know what a lot of people fail to do, and it annoys me. Like, for instance, you see when Aubameyang scored that goal the other day, everyone wanted to get onto Zuma. I'm like, fam, sometimes you just have to credit the attackers, bro. You know them. You know what I mean?
I tried for that goal, to be fair.
Yeah, but bruv, Aubameyang, he tried to show Aubameyang onto his weaker foot, and he did, but man still scored with the weaker foot. You know, sometimes when you're like, you know what, yeah, he showed man away from his stronger foot and he still got done. So sometimes you've got to say, you know what, credit to the attacker, innit? When the first goal from Seville, as much as we can blame defenders and positioning, they opened us up beautifully, bro. And same for the second game, it was methodical, it was clinical. With us, it's all isolation. Whereas these played so simple, and even at the end, when my man tried to square it and Maguire blocked it, they opened us up beautifully again, bro. And it would have been a pass across the ball.
Right. So, you see, with what you're saying, right? I'm looking at comments. People saying, "No, it's the defender's fault."
I'll
So
blame the
what did the
defenders.
attackers do right? Can somebody just? I want to see in the comments. What did the attackers do right? Because they didn't score. It was a penalty. So can somebody tell me why it was not the attackers' fault? Because what did they do right? I want to hear it. What did Rashford, Martial, and Greenwood do right? Like, I want to see what people say in the comments because everyone just wants to say defense.
I'm saying the defense, without the mistakes, we could have won that 1-0. Bruv, we had 30 odd chances.
How many without the mistake? That's silly. That's a silly way of viewing the game.
30 odd chances. That's how about, if these men scored the chances they were supposed to score,
it could have been
we would have won the game 5-6-1.
Exactly. We were on the front foot for about 60 minutes of that game, bro. Like, bro. Like,
I can't blame the for today's result. I can't blame the manager for today's result. Today's result wasn't because of the manager, not directly. Today's result was because he's not a good enough manager, and we've been crap like this all season, but we've gotten away with it, and you guys have been happy with it. So I can't blame Oli now. Now's not the time to blame Oli, because when you were meant to be blaming him, you were talking about unbeaten runs.
Exactly.
You know, when you were meant to be blaming him. When Southampton had us up, blood, and we nearly could have lost that game, you man were saying, yeah, but we're undefeated. So we can't blame Oli for this now. I'm not going to have that, because that wasn't his fault today, bruv. The players didn't do what they were meant to do. And when I say the players...
Did you beat Copenhagen by a penalty as well?
Yeah.
Flipping hell. Allow it, man. People need to just allow it. I completely forgot. So you're telling me in about 200 and something minutes, we only
extra time as well, I think.
Yeah, it did go to extra time. All right, please, man, guys. Front three, the finishing was horrible. We should have been winning the game about 4-1 or whatever, man. Couldn't even, and it was the same thing. People were saying, "Oh, you lot are being harsh because we created so many chances with Copenhagen. Did we take them?
Yeah.
No. We got a penalty and won. And now again, did we take them? No. And now we've lost the game. Simple as that. Because it's a better team we're playing. Take your chances, please."
And then no one's talking about Oli. But now, because they didn't take their chances, you men are chatting about Oli. Today's not on Oli, bruv.
It's very hypocritical. It's very contradicting. Very, very contradicting. So.
Bro, if they took their chances today, everyone would be saying, yeah, Oli's in a final, we finished third. Amazing. And now all of a sudden, a man is saying Oli out today. Nah, today's not Oli out day, fam.
No, not for me either. Not for me, but hey, it is what it is.
Man was Oli out from way before, blood. But today is not the day to double down on the Oli thing, bro. Because this ain't got nothing to do.
Day of all the days is when he's trending. That's mad.
That's mad. It's got nothing to do with Oli. However, if it was a big team, they would have chopped man anyway, blood. Because
long time.
We're seeing it. We're seeing it right now. Barcelona got absolutely mashed up, They sacked their bread before the game was done.
22 penalties this season. Oh my days. Thank you. Whoever said goals win games. Goals do win games. We can't score them. We couldn't score them in the last 2 games, could we? We're doing it by penalties. But everyone wants to talk about defenders. Like, it's just easy to blame the defenders because the defenders are not really the guys that people like. No one really has an attachment to Shaw and Williams and flipping Maguire and Lindelof and Wan-Bissaka, but you all have some special attachments to Rashfords, to Martial's, Pogba's, Bruno's. So you want to cover it. But that's that. I don't do all of that. If you play poor, you play poor. Rashford play poor, Martial play poor, Greenwood play poor, in my opinion. Then if you just be honest, fam. I don't see these guys don't know you, fam. I don't see what's the point of overdoing it, of overprotecting them, honestly. But it is what it is.
I'm gonna say the keeper body performance. The keeper did play well today. However, the only save, that I think that was a worldy save from the keeper was the Greenwood one.
Same.
Yeah, with his legs. All the other ones was poor finishing. All the other ones were poor finishing. If I, as a striker, all the chances that these men missed, if I missed them, I would be fuming with myself. Fuming with myself. Like, they were not hard chances. Even the chance that Rashford won the penalty for, the shot was rubbish, blood. The shot was rubbish. Do you know what I mean? Today, we didn't have our shooting boots on today, guys.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't. Like, can't blame the manager for that. I'm sorry. Like, I can't be sitting here blaming Oli for today, blood, when man have created, 33 chances in the last games, but we've only won through 2 penalties. That's not the manager's fault, guys. Like, it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, when the fact that he takes too long to make substitutions, fair enough. Today, I said, this is a game for one matter. I could see it. Do you know what I mean? I was like, he needs to get on because we need to keep the ball. They're giving us space in the transition, and Matter has got the right weight of pass that he can open something up or do other things. He didn't bring on Matter soon enough. The substitutions, you don't bring in Dan James a game like this. Like, he's got no use in a game like this. Today was not on the manager, bruv. Like, not today, innit? If Ollie Out really is trending on Twitter, then people need their heads wobbled, mate.
Bro, honestly, misplaced energy. That's all it is. It's scapegoating, innit?
Yeah, not for me, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's one of them ones where, like, only today I'm seeing man talk about Rashi, but I've been talking about him for time. And people accuse me of having an agenda. There's no agenda, bro. It's just that I don't use isolated moments in games, yeah, to judge a performance. The same with Bruno. People thought I was being harsh on him or I had an agenda. No, his overall performances have been crap, but he's been scoring penalties and getting goal involvements from corners and stuff like that. And people have been overlooking the overall performance. Today was the best performance I've ever seen him put in a United shirt, period, in terms of how involved he was in the game from start to finish, his defensive contributions. He took care of the ball a bit more. He's still done a few stupid things, but he wasn't trying to shoot from 35 yards. Like, do you know what I'm saying? He simplified his game today. And I was happy.
We're not getting 22 penalties next season, man. Trust me.
And when we don't get 22 penalties next season, then the real jewelry will be out on him, and then we'll be able to judge him properly, innit? But today was his best performance for me that I've seen. So it's one of them ones where we need to look at the game as a whole for what it really was, yeah? We can't be blaming the defenders in isolated incidents because it's always going to be, well, bruv, how did the ball get there in the first place, blood? Because I'll tell you what, yeah, they wouldn't have been so comfortable attacking us if they were 3-4 down. Like, they would have been deflated.
It should have been out of the game. But after a while, once you're missing so many chances, you're going to give the other team confidence. They're going to think, hold on, these guys aren't putting us away. We still got a chance. And then that's what happened. They snuck a chance from it. It was a snatch and grab. People need to understand. It was a snatch and grab. It wasn't howlers all over the place. And it was a snatch and grab that you see teams do, bro. And that's it at the end of the day. And we got punished by it for not taking our chances, bro. Simple as that. But that's me, man. My thing's about to even die, fam. That's how bad it is, man.
I'm backing Oli. I'm not backing Oli. I'm just saying that it's not fair to criticize him for today's result, innit, bro? You man know that I don't rate him. I've never hidden that, but today's not on him. It's not on him. Do you know what I mean? I'll always say, do you know what I'm saying? It wasn't on him today, guys. It wasn't. So, like, I'm not going to have the whole it's Oli Gunnar Solskjaer thing. Like, I'm not going to have that because this wasn't on Oli today. It was on the players. The players didn't take the chances that they needed to take, bro. Like, I can't blame the manager for that. It's that simple. Do you know what I mean? It's that simple. So, it is what it is. Man said Rash got us a pen. What? That's all he did in the whole game, bruv. Do you know what I mean? And even it was a question penalty because I've never seen them give one before. So we were fortunate.
100.
Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is, guys. But ultimately, we're out. We didn't do enough because we didn't take our chances. So we can't say that we didn't deserve to go out, bruv, because we should have put the ball in the goal and we didn't do that, guys. That's it. So to wrap it up, like this guy said, you don't take your chances. Simple as. Couldn't have put it any better.
Simple.
That's it, man. Like, big for watching. Make sure you slap the like. Do you know what I mean? It's been a very, very, bro, over 3,000 people watching the stream. Yeah, I'm saying. So, you know what I mean? We'll catch up with you lot soon. Hopefully, some transfer news now. Now we're out of all competitions. These men ain't got nothing else to do, innit? So hopefully there'll be transfers. Hopefully we are looking at players other than Jadon Sancho. And do you know what I mean? We'll bring that to you, man. So big up for tuning in. Obviously, as usual, make sure you go and follow Cam on Instagram and Twitter if you haven't already.
Yeah, follow that up.
Do you know what I mean? Make sure you do that. And I think that this is for you, blood. You know what I'm saying, bruv? Rashford over Pulisic. I told man,
it's a long season, man. These are happy. Hey, purple patches have people excited, boy. That's all I'm gonna say. Purple patches. Let's see, fam. Let's see next season. It's a long season. You see me. I don't have an attachment to nobody. If somebody's better than somebody, I will say it. But right now, I don't judge people that quickly. Purple patches. You know what I'm trying to say. So I've seen worse players go on great runs. Trust me. You got man like Michu and their man there, yeah. Boy, you didn't say too much.
Two in that real baller.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
180 lakhs as well. Big up you guys, bruv. That has to be, bruv. That's got to be the most on the live stream. So big up.
Man.
You get me? So yeah, boy. We'll catch you lot soon, man. It's been emotional.
It's been a good season. It's been a long season, boy.